I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into drivelling hordes of their own misshapen number. Oh, still not finished with that sorry matter? Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it. Oh, if you must. Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming, and it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all. We are the pride of Rivellon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably. I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
I am on the trail, Source Hunter.
Drink and gamble. That's all we do around here. Hope you fare better, so...
Those boats will embarrass a bridge troll. Get to signing recruits.
Welcome back to Saseel Hunter. The Legion greets you.
The Legion stands at the ready.
Drink and gamble. I wouldn't venture too far out of town if or whose invention? The stasis blaster. It's quite a sight, no? The ray can singe a zombie or skeleton to ash in a matter of seconds. These days, we Legionnaires hold a lottery to see who gets to man the things. You can bet it's no small amount easier to blast those flesh-eating monstrosities from a distance than to get within striking range. Don't ask me how the blaster works, though. I just make sure the thing's hitting its targets.
Fortune.
Thanks to Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
Can you spare a coin?
Come on! Come all! Can't you hear the stage calling you? You there! Sit! Stay a while! Right in front. I'll excite you. I'll delight you. I'll beguile you. I'll besmile you. I'm Cedric the Sensational, and I'm playing to an empty audience. Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head! Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief. Just waiting for his big debut. Performers, showmen, show all of the... Siseel, what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence.
I should have been one of the greats. But here I am gathering peasants to watch peasants perform broadside pageants for peanuts. No, really? I hadn't noticed. If not for this ridiculous condition, you'd know me as the king's favourite thespian. Don't you have an impressive library here in Sicil? I'm sure that beast of a librarian could rustle something up for you. Take it up with Katerina. She's the master of this pig circus after all. For his big debut. Come on!
By the seven! What a tale!
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Well, I'm Katerina the Fair, fairest first lady of the fair, of course. I do love making the acquaintance of my patrons, and who knows which of them might become one of my performers.
Bravo!
I've an open stage in want of talent, and I've often found the best young performers among the rank and file of the audience.
Fantastic!
The theatre's fever has overcome you, has it? Marvellous! I do so love a fresh green talent ready to bloom. But I support players, not writers, you see. If you want to perform here, you'll have to find tried and true material. Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see a Source Hunters take on one of the old standards.
My word!
I would!
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Sicil, what you're made of.
The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
This show is worth the hype. Though that bloke in the back seems to be having a bit too much fun, if you ask me.
Sigurd himself.
Don't ask me what the tale's about. I'm just here for the eye candy.
Ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life.
It's the greatest illusion in Andavale!
My word! My word! Fantastic!
Tricks are for kids! This here is the greatest illusion in Andavale!
I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meager gold coin or two, I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long.
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot.
Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cecile hears me. Cecile wants to see what the fuss is all about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat.
Rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave...
What's that nutter in the back hollering about? I can hardly hear the show for all the ruckus.
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost
this
who
show
knew...
is worth the hype. Though that bloke at the back seems to be having a bit too much fun, if you ask me.
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a
Don't
contest...
ask me what the tale's about. I'm just here for the eye candy.
I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look.
Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Fantastic!
Today, I think, a king.
Fantastic!
The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Fantastic!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and...
You there! Take a seat! Prepare to laugh your head off! Cry your eyes out and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head. I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Andavale. This fantastical talking head. Catch the act while you can. This show will only remain in Cecile as long as there are Legion soldiers to entertain.
My word!
Bravo! Yeehaw!
My word!
What a generous spectator! Find a seat in the front, eh?
What a tale! My word! Bravo! Yeehaw!
My word!
Ha! Yes, I know of that talentless bull. He was here entertaining the troops before I was brought in. I'm sure the hack simply bored his audience to tears until they cried for a replacement. Enter Reginald the Illusionist. We need our boys in red happy, relaxed, and ready to fight. Not wasting their energies cringing at a fool with a depressed rabbit in a borrowed hat. Are you impressed by my prowess in the arts of entertainment? Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. And that crowd warmer has increased my profits by 60%, simply by showing a little honest appreciation for our show. That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic, you'll be begging to hear just one more, and just one more. It's quite a story how I found him, too. I obtained this curio by some rather sensational means. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer at the local children's apothecary on weekends, in the shallows around Sicil's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Pontius. Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength and prized it free from the ancient rock. I had the treasure of a lifetime in my very hands. But then, slurp, gulp, I was swallowed by an ornery kraken that seemed to appear from nowhere. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Still, I feared only for a moment that all was futile. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and necrotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support. I knew I had to live. Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that moment, I summoned all my strength to slash a great gash in the creature's gut. Freeing myself from my would-be tomb, I swam as quickly as I could, first to the surface and then to the shore. It was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head. Strange, isn't it?
Fantastic! Bravo!
Today, I
Bravo!
think, of him, the great cigarette and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew
My
Elba,
word.
who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself,
Fantastic!
that the king had a great thirst.
Bravo!
So
Yeehaw!
ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory heads
Fantastic!
that he ordered a contest
word.
across his realm.
Tricks are for kids. This here is the greatest illusion in Andorel.
Fantastic!
Fantastic!
Tricks are for
Fantastic!
kids.
Bravo!
This here is the
Bravo!
greatest illusion in Andorel.
Bravo! Yeehaw! Fantastic!
Tricks are for kids. This here is the greatest illusion in Andorel.
By the seven! What a tale!
Fantastic!
My word!
Ha!
By the seven! What a tale!
Ha! Fantastic!
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
My word!
Fantastic!
Fantastic!
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo! Fantastic!
Fantastic!
My word!
By the seven! What a tale! Ha! Ha!
Fantastic!
Fantastic! Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo! My word! Fantastic! Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo! Fantastic!
Fantastic!
Ha! My word!
Fantastic!
Ha! Fantastic!
Ha!
Ha!
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo! My word!
Fantastic!
Ah! Bravo! Yeehaw!
Fantastic!
My word!
My word! My word!
Fantastic!
Fantastic!
My word!
Ah!
Fantastic!
Ha!
Fantastic!
We will have none of that, you hear?
Fantastic!
My word! Fantastic!
Fantastic!
For kids!
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. Patience, patience. Once we reach Reginald's cellar, I'll reveal every last sordid detail. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything.
Fantastic! Bravo!
What do you call a source hunter who finds a way to draw a crowd away from where he or she would like to perform a clandestine operation?
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
A resourceful hunter. Come now, it can't be that hard to find something to draw off the attention of this bleating herd.
Fantastic!
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up!
My word!
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
A familiar face. Come, watch the show. I promise it'll take your mind off beheading baddies, or whatever it is you do with all those muscles.
Come on! Come on! Can't you...
I, a person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such success. I knew his act couldn't have outshone mine on its merits alone. Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that
upon man's face when my rightful audience returns to me. A must-see event. Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage?
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up!
By the seven, what a tale!
Today, I think a king.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life.
My word! Did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across
Well,
his...
I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot,
My
who is said to have
word.
known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm. Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Fantastic!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Fantastic!
Today, I think, a king.
Fantastic!
The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm. Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm. Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Fantastic!
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm. Today, I think, a king.
I don't need to prove a thing to you, my friend. I'm happy where I am, and that's where I'll stay, thanks. Now...
You get for trying. Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
A familiar face. Come, watch the show. I promise it'll take your mind off Ben.
My word!
You there?
My word!
Just waiting for his big debut.
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba,
Fantastic!
who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst.
My word!
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds
Fantastic!
that he ordered a contest across his
My
realm.
word!
Today, I think, a king.
Ah,
The great Sigurd, his rainbow of war machines.
My word!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd him. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. What do you call a source hunter who... A resourceful hunter. Come now, it can't be that hard to find some... I think a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow...
my word!
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Ah, a familiar face. Don't pity me when Reginald...
Cecil, what you're made of?
The great
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on. Well, I've stumbled in. What are you looking at me for? Well, I've stumbled.
That the king had a great thirst for colour.
My
So
word.
ardently did he crave
My
creamy blues
word.
and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going.
A king, the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm. Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Rawr! That is, how can I help you, my friend? Ask freely, my friend.
She realised soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it.
That tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
This troubled mind. Can't have gotten
I've been studying under Theliron for some time now, but that task, being asked to play the gods, was the first time I've ever questioned my, well, suitability for the work. I've a passion for this work, you see. A passion to see things put in order. From a flesh wound healed to an entire city made resistant to a fatal illness. What right has something as trivial as a wound or as senseless as an epidemic to take a human life?
Bleeding waste, standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
Cheese, tomatoes.
Gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapours?
Any takers? Come on, you chicken.
Hello there.
Made a big cheese on your blood with a wheel of the good stuff.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Lord, sir. Spiritless. I'm telling you. A necromancer must be at work in Tyseal. How else do you explain risen dead sprout?
To choose the finest greens!
What'll you have? I got white cheese, blue cheese, old cheese, new cheese.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
See, no one's around.
You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow, indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Cheese, tomatoes.
Come now! I'll be good for it, I swear!
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal. So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Everyone needs a hand now and then. Take the fish, and none but us will be any the wiser.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Ain't a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
True enough. Without a bit of charity now and then, the world would be a far crueler place.
Quiver in their mouldy boots.
That's the...
Hey, that's my fish. He took my fish.
Good day to you. Ain't a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
You were a witness to this event now? Tell me what happened.
It's only hours from the sea.
Ain't a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Ain't a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
This man is telling the truth. He paid for that fish fair and square.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Quite so. I saw him pay the merchant.
I can't thank you enough for your, discretion.
Well, sorry to have bothered you then, sir. Carry on.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path. I can understand your sympathy for that man, but feeding him for one day will hardly remedy his circumstances. You would have done better to help him more substantially than by covering up a single petty theft.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days, a moment's inattention is all a thief needs to snatch my livelihood out from under me. The dead are on the prowl, the councillor's been murdered, and now source hunters are encouraging petty theft. The few honest amongst us are swimming against the stream, I'll tell you what.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman there.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman there.
Quiet day on the market, it seems. Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll around the market, isn't it?
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off, and I can't find enough hardy souls to help me reload the ship and sail off. Those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily-liver turkeys they are. Haven't seen them since the day we docked.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Some poor chaps lost their ship and want some work. Just send them to me, and tell them there's a bit of coin and a lot of rum coming their way if they don't mind a bit of honest labour.
Hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no?
Time for farm potatoes.
I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Sicil, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Ambervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps, like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
I wonder how...
Sauce hunters, eh?
All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd. Now that the herd's gone, old Birchie's just scratching by like a hen till the next batch of beasties comes through. I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble on my dear darlings, all ground and spiced. Yes. Oh, Ogget's been missing for more than a fortnight. I love that sheep, you know. Was planning to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself. Do tell me if you hear anything about her. I plan on pursuing whoever stole her with my cleaver in hand. Sorry, can't help you there. Haven't got enough livestock left to warrant a hand with the work.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife. Sauce? Here? Inside Seal? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one. Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid sauce here inside Seal. Bah! That loopy legionnaire
Sauce here inside Seal. Ah, of all that cursed.
One of her Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm looks him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500
Ask the sauce hunter. Go on.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Fennel's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the bubble bank.
And ask the sauce hunter.
And don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
So there's a captain offering booze and brass for a bit of crate loading? Gods be praised, you've done it, friend. Off we go.
The legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst! Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Fennel's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the bubble bank.
Don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
That was a sermon you would go and
appreciate the time.